Welcome back. One local business hopes to lighten the load of meal prepping by offering pre-made meals from breakfast to dessert.
That's right, Jordan, and all while using fresh local ingredients. Check out this week's Foodie Friday over at the Sprout Café.
Welcome back to another edition of Foodie Friday. This week we're checking out Sprout because I wanted some healthy food. The sign says they're open, so let's go check them out. Chef-crafted, ready-to-eat meals are what you'll find at Sprout Café. Ryan Grohl, the owner, says him and his wife founded Sprout based off of their belief that keeping good food in your fridge means you'll eat good food.
We started more so, it was like an extension to my wife and I's lifestyle, where it was the relationships that we have with local farmers, sourcing products that were in season, cooking healthy food that was already prepared, ready to eat, so that we can just grab a meal and go on about our day.
Sprout started as a food truck that brought these meals to people's doors. Now, Sprout's Zero Waste Production Kitchen is in Easton at their grab-and-go market. That's where the foodie team met Ryan, and he showed us how Sprout turns simple ingredients into mouth-watering creations like their harvest salad.
So that is a Tuscan kale, and it's dressed with like an organic maple Dijon vinaigrette dressing that we make. Then it has a little bit of cranberries and pecans and roasted sweet potato.
Before we dug into our meals, I think Mike had it right when he said,
"This is probably the healthiest tasting I have had for foodie in quite some time."
Each ingredient in the salad brought something different to the table. The dressing gave the salad a sweet, tangy flavor, while the roasted sweet potatoes were almost creamy. But the pecans and kale offered something else.
The kale offers just a nice crunch with everything in here.
Sprout also tops the salad with a chewy whole grain called bulgur, which Mike really enjoyed.
So I really dig the texture of the bulgur. Like, it's a different texture for a lot of salads, but it's kind of sustaining. It's hearty without being crunchy or mealy.
Next, I decided to turn up the heat and try their buffalo chicken salad.
The dressing is actually a kind of like a Sprout hot sauce mixed with organic Greek yogurt.
Sprout's chefs toss organic chicken, celery, and blue cheese from Chapel Creamery with their homemade dressing. And for those of you who love spice, the dressing has a bit of a kick to it.
A little bit of spice within the buffalo chicken salad.
Yep.
But what makes this different from other, chicken salads I've had in the past is that it's not dense.
Before we left, Ryan sensed that Mike is a coffee nut and brought out Sprout's Buzz Bites for him to try. These small bites pack a lot of ingredients, including dark cocoa, roasted coffee, and protein powder. Mike, who is at least a 2-cup of coffee a day kind of guy, went as far to say that he could replace a cup of coffee with the Buzz Bites.
If I had a box of those, I'd probably keep those as like an emergency stash in my news vehicle.
Just like how those Buzz Bites could sustain Mike all day, Sprout hopes to sustain the Eastern Shore in more ways than one, through their efforts in being a zero-waste kitchen and offering flavorful local bites.
For our guests and our customers to just know where their food comes from, I think that's the most important part of who we support. Local, organic, sustainable is really what drives what we do.
I always get hungry watching Foodie Friday.
Yes.
We say that every Foodie Friday, but it's true. Sprout Café is located at 335 North Aurora Street in Easton. Plus, they have locations in St. Michael's and across the bridge over in our state's capital, Annapolis.
Absolutely. And if you go, be sure to tell them you saw them on Foodie Friday.